in human life cycle, basically we start right at the time of birth. So the life cycle goes through periods of being a newborn, becoming an infant, growing up to be a child, and adolescence, and finally becoming an adult. And of all these phases of human life, the two most important are infancy and the adolescent period. Very sensitive, and there are a couple of common things they share. One is the rapid physical growth which happens in infancy as well as adolescence, and also the fact that the brain grows very rapidly in the first 2 years of life in terms of size and volume. In adolescence, the growth of the brain is not so much about the volume and the size. However, this is the time where the brain is growing very rapidly in terms of, this is the stage of plasticity, where the adolescent learns new behavior. So there is a lot of development that is happening during this period. Hence, these two periods of life cycle are very sensitive. Yeah, the word adolescent comes from the Latin word adolescere, which means to grow. And it is a wonderful period of life because this is the phase where there is physical, emotional, psychological and cognitive growth that is happening. According to World Health Organization, 10 to 19 years age group is included in this adolescence. Adolescence is very sensitive, like I mentioned, one due to the several changes and the rapid transformation that is happening during this period, namely the physical changes of puberty that are happening and the rapid growth of the brain. In adolescence, the teen brain, what we call, experiences rapid growth in the emotional part of the brain. And the prefrontal cortex, which is called the CEO of the brain, is not yet developed in the adolescence. So many times this is the period where we find certain behaviors which are very typical to the adolescents, namely things like thrill-seeking behavior, addictive problems like smoking, alcohol, drug abuse, problems which are related to sexual behavior. These are very common in adolescence. So that is why this is a very sensitive phase of life. This is also a time where the adolescent is trying to seek his own identity, becoming independent and making career choices. Hence, it's a phase which is sensitive. If we have to take care of the adolescents effectively, we really need to think of making a joint effort because for the adolescent to grow up in a healthy way and responsibly, it is the duty of the caregivers and the gatekeepers of the society. So which includes parents, who are the most important people in the adolescent's life, teachers who take care of their education, and the community as a whole. And also professionals like psychologists, counselors and doctors really need to give care to this particular age group. During adolescence, it's important to establish a communication system, and this should exist at home as well as in the school environment. Parents and teachers can make a joint effort in nurturing the adolescents, providing them with a safe environment, and also helping them to develop life skills which are essential. For example, like problem solving, decision making, coping with emotions, and developing self-esteem and self-confidence. These are integral part of adolescence, and as caregivers we can make an effort to help them cope up with this sensitive period by equipping them with these skills. As a doctor, I have been taking care of children and adolescents for a long time. However, because I am trained specifically to take care of the needs of the adolescent, what I have felt is that apart from treating adolescents when they fall sick, prevention and health promotion is an integral part of adolescent medicine. And as doctors who have been taking care of the child from the beginning, when they grow up to be adolescents, it provides us the unique position of being able to guide the adolescent through this sensitive phase of life and to promote communication between the parents and the teenagers. Also the teachers and at school who are taking care of the adolescent education. So hence, when we talk about adolescent medicine, it is also about providing anticipatory guidance to adolescents, because this is a phase of life where many of the lifestyle diseases crop up, like obesity and eating disorders, many psychiatric illnesses like depression and other problems which are related to addiction like smoking, drug abuse, etc. So this is a wonderful opportunity to help the adolescent to become responsible and also educate the caregivers in this purpose. At Proactive Academy of Learning, it will give me the opportunity to help train and counsel the adolescents themselves, and also the other people who are so closely involved in taking care of this specific age group, like the teachers and the parents.